Whale. Anything else? Hawk. We've gotten both of those before. I think that was really it. Turkey. Whale. I love the image of whale. Look at the star. 41. 31. Turkey is 31. And we have hawk. Messages. The messages are coming in like eagle too. We'll get to those at the end. I know that whale is the record keeper. Has to do with communication, I think. Okay. Anchor. And anchor and key. Stability is the key. Stability will unlock a door, revealing something stable. Something. We have bouquet. Letter. So there could be news coming in today. Someone could be sending some flirty text messages. That's cute. And there's something stable being unlocked. Okay. There could be some sort of communication, some sort of extension of a message, communication, a gift, some cordiality, some flirtation, that can open doors, that can open new avenues for you, that can reveal something. Something could be revealed through a message. And what could be being revealed is something stable. Someone could be coming home. Someone could be stabilizing. Let's see. We'll get into the tarot. Hi guys, if you don't know me, my name is Toad, and I'm here with your daily transmission from the Toad realm. I'm a tarot reader, a tarot instructor, I'm a Hellenistic astrologer, a channel, a medium, an artist, and I offer a different perspective on these things, so follow along, find out more. What is the story today? Someone be communicating through the water. Whale song. Someone could be communicating through subtle means with the whale song. And since we have letter, there's definitely something about communication. It could be subtle communication through flirtation, with bouquet and letter. We're going to have to put all the pieces together at the end. That's what I like about doing this. Everything's connected. Eventually we come back around and we find out what the overall message is. So find out. Okay. Oh. Fuck. Guys. Tower. What's going on today? It was looking like good energy. Something's being revealed. Okay. Tower is my favorite card. Most people are most afraid of the Tower. They think it's the scariest card. It can be. It can be. The longer we keep building on things, the longer we keep building things that we don't actually want, the bigger the Tower moment at the end, Sometimes Tower moments is like a lightning strike to the head. It's like a stroke of insight, an idea that comes in, a realization, a revealing. Something can be, with a key in Lenormand, something can be revealed, okay? That changes everything, right? The biggest Tower moments are the ones that you've been building for the longest time, okay? If you know that you don't want something, that something isn't really for you, don't build it. Anyway, we're gonna have to see what else. There's a Tower moment happening today. First card. Okay, let's find out what this Tower moment is. It's gonna be different for everyone. But I always say the reason why it's my favorite card, I love it. People are always so scared of it, but I love it. Because we don't want to keep building on something that is bound to come down. We don't want to keep building structures that are not for us. Once we realize that something isn't for us, once we realize that it's not on a firm foundation, once we realize that we've been building in the direction of something that we don't want, then it's time to let that fall. Maybe that's why justice is peeking out at me. We're seeing clearly something. I'm gonna put her back. Let's find out. Now, bouquet doesn't always have to be about flirtation in like romantic way. This could just be about kind of good news coming in with bouquet and letter. An invitation, perhaps. Someone could have an invitation to something. It could be a long journey, honestly, with Anchor. Or it could be something that requires a distance, a travel, but it's really going to unlock doors. It's really going to open new avenues, like I said. It's really going to reveal something. What's behind door number 1? It's a long run, good game. But this could be about work as well, because Anchor can sometimes be about work. It could be like travel for work. It doesn't have to be travel. It could just be someone getting ready to work. Seeing the Knight of Cups. I saw it. I'm going to put them back. That's moving towards our dreams, right? So this is looking good so far. What else? What else? What's this about? Hawk. You know, there's messages. That's the messenger. Message. What's this about, please? An invitation? Someone's getting invited somewhere. The World reversed. Death. What the fuck? The Tower, the World reversed, Death. The Sun reversed. 10 of Swords reversed. What's going on? What the fuck? I gotta get more. Something's not clear, obviously. We're not there yet. The World reversed. We haven't completed a level. Something hasn't been done yet. This is all major arcana stuff. There's something big being revealed. I'm starting to get a little like, what the fuck? A little nervous. What's this energy? I mean, the Tower's always a good thing. It's good. It's good when we realize something isn't built on a firm foundation. But like, what is the Tower? I want to know what the fucking Tower is. With the World, we have the 10 of Wands reversed. With Death, we have the High Priestess. With the Sun, we have the Chariot reversed. With the 10 of Swords, we have the 9 of Pentacles reversed. Please clarify the Tower. Please clarify the Tower. Judith. 4 of Cups. Someone was settling. I'm seeing the Lovers. Guys, when we settle, when we decide to take one of the cups that we weren't sure about, but it doesn't quite have all the things, but we go for it and we build, eventually it's going to come down if it's not on a firm foundation. There's a big choice here. Lovers is not a card of love. It is a card of choice. When the choice is about love, it has everything to do with love. And it's very important. What we decide to put our love into what we decide to invest our love in, our time, our love, our energy, what we decide to love and who we decide to love, who we decide to put in front of us. The first house, the self, the 7th house, the other. Okay? Who do we decide to look at? Who and what do we decide to put our love into in this world, in this lifetime? What we choose, this is a card of choice. What we choose at the level of the Lovers is either something that's going to be built to last, or it's going to come down at the level of the Tower. This is a toadism, okay? What I teach, what the toad code is, it has to do with all of the tarot, but primarily it has to do, the most important part of the toad code has to do with how the Lovers leads directly to the Tower and the Devil, okay? It's about our choices. Everything comes down to our choices. And I've said this before in my readings when Hawk comes up. I said this before. I'm going to say it again because there's new people watching. All right. But the reason how I do this differently compared to other tarot readers is that I always see the cards in order. Always. I pull cards to get a prompt to see what parts we need to pay attention to today. What parts are being illuminated today. Okay. But they're always going in order, and this is not a random system at all. One thing I say in almost every single one of my readings, the reason why the Native Americans use hawk and eagle as their spirit messengers is not because they're magic. It's because they fly very high. It's because they fly very high and they can see what's coming along down the bend. They can see if there's a boulder there. They can see if there's someone hiding in the bushes, okay? And that's how I read this. I read it in cycles. I know that if you do not make a decision based on your hard yeses and your hard nos, based on the 4 elements, if it does not have all 4 pillars, it's going to lead to a tower moment. And I know that if you settle, if you take the tempting path, if you take the easier road over and over and over again, that you will end up in the chains of the devil, that you will end up stuck in a life that you don't want. And it will require a tower to get out of it. What does that mean? It means you have to start building again. If you don't see something in your world worth building, then don't build. Don't start investing your time, your money, your energy into something that isn't there. The Chariot, clarifying the sun. Yeah, that's exactly right. If it's not clear to you, if you don't know clearly what you want, then don't move forward, okay? Don't start building. Because if you move forward and then doubt yourself, you're going to go right back to the drawing board. You need to have faith. You need to have faith. Now, eventually, we do just got to start building things eventually, okay? You check, that's why we break it down to the pillars, because we don't always know what we want. Sometimes we think we know what we want. We think we want very specific things, like in a person or a job or a place, a home. I was actually just talking to someone about this yesterday when deciding on buying a home, okay? They thought they had like some things that they really, really wanted and they had to have, right? And they found some places with it, but it didn't work out. Other places had other things, you know, and they were very adamant about that. But then this one place came into view, right? It was revealed to them, and they knew that that was it. Now, it didn't have all of the specific things that they thought they wanted, but energetically, it had the 4 pillars. Energetically, it was a stable foundation. Energetically, they knew, okay, we can build. This person is not rejecting any of the cups, and he's not accepting them. He's waiting, okay? 6, and then 7. Let's get a little more here. Death with the High Priestess. What? Ah, the Emperor. And the Empress. Oh my God. What about them? Feeling strange. Why do I feel so strange, guys? I'm picking up on someone. Someone's nervous. Don't settle for less than your emperor or your empress. And it's a feeling. It's a feeling. It's not specifics. It's like a feeling of home. It's a feeling of home. You're going to know. And then when it comes down to it, then they just have to both decide to do the work together. Please clarify the emperor and the empress. What's this about? What's this tower moment about? Maybe someone's realizing they've been settling. I just think that that's probably it. Something has been let go of, perhaps, with death. Please clarify the tower. Please clarify the tower. Maybe I need a different deck. 10 of Cups. It's a good tower. I think someone was realizing what they want. Someone's realizing they want the happily ever after. Someone's realizing they can have it. Someone's seen something from a different perspective. Someone's seen that, the hangman comes after justice. So justice is when we see clearly that all of the actions that we have taken have gotten us right to where we are. And all of the actions that we take right now are going to have consequences for the future. Ah! Goodness. Okay. What did I get here? Too many. The ones that flipped over were the 2 of Wands and the King and the Queen of Cups. We have the King and the Queen of Cups. So whether or not you're masculine or feminine, I can be talking to both today, or I'm talking about a couple here. Could be water signs, do not have to be. They could be divine counterparts. This is for everyone. This is the Toad Code, okay? This is about love. This is about any decision that we make, okay? Big spins and little spins. We go through this every day. All the time we come to the level of the Lovers. We're constantly spinning through the major arcana. Once every minute, once every hour, once every day, once every week, once every year, once in many years, once in our lifetimes, once in many, many lifetimes. And there are new ones starting all the time. Most people come to tarot readers. Most people come to psychics to get answers for the big spins, for the big questions, the big crossroads. But this boils down to every moment, every second we have a choice. And how are we going to think? What are we going to choose to put our attention towards? Energy goes where attention flows, right? We choose, all right? But in the big spins, in all of them, we need to choose based. I forget why I was saying that. Because someone's got a crossroads. But it should be an obvious decision by now. Like, please clarify the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. Oh God, okay. Four of Wands. Please clarify the Sun. I don't think we're supposed to know. I think someone's supposed to go. You have to go in faith, you know? That's the only way to get to the Sun. Everyone thinks, you know, you come here every day. Come here every day. This is the point. Being like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen today? All right? It's up to us. It's up to us to look towards the Sun. It's up to us to face our darkness, okay? There's the Empress again. We have the Emperor and the Empress. There's the Sun again. That's the coming together. That's the reveal. There's a big reveal. What's this invitation? I'm not getting any info about that. Yeah, that's weird. It's like the tarot's all this like major arcana stuff, okay? And then this just looks like something is being revealed. I gotta get info on this. Please clarify anchor and key. Please clarify anchor and key. Queen of Wands. That doesn't give me much info. Please clarify anchor and key. She could be stable. It could be about a Queen of Wands character. I'm seeing the Knight of Swords and the Moon. Someone needs to go into the dark. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's that you keep coming here. That's what it was. You keep coming here looking for answers. You can't know. We have to just go into the dark. You have to go into the dark with the star to get to the Sun. It's the only way. This always goes in order. That's why I started off saying this shit. In order to be a torchbearer, you need to face the dark. Torchbearers ain't afraid of the dark, motherfuckers. Too many. Ace of Swords. Ten of Cups again. Ace of Swords. The letter. Please clarify letter and bouquet. Oh, Page Cups. Two of Cups. Duh. The message. Messengers. Coming in with a cup. With Two of Cups. It's reciprocated. It's accepted. It's the Two of Cups, guys. Six of Cups and 6 and 7 and the Chariot. Eventually you just have to go, right? This is so weird. So if you're thinking about sending an invitation, just do it, okay? Is there anything else I can say? And then I'll read about Whale. This is, yeah, the star. It's like what I said, like you should know. Didn't I say that? And then I got like a card fell out or something. Like, we don't always know with the Lovers. We learn through going through tower moments. We add to our understanding so that every time that the wheel spins, then we can have a better idea of what we're choosing, that it won't end up in a tower moment, okay? You have to realize that if something doesn't have all the fire, if something doesn't light you up inside and turn you on and excite you, that you're gonna eventually find something that does. So don't build something that doesn't have it. Same with the water. If there's someone that doesn't fulfill you spiritually and emotionally the way that someone else does, or something, if something isn't on the level for you spiritually, don't start building, okay? If there's something that doesn't mentally stimulate you, I haven't seen a lot of swords other than this one to reverse. If it doesn't interest you, if this person, place, or thing does not line up with you intellectually, if there's no truth, if there's no clarity, if there's no communication, at all or whatever, then don't start building. Don't start building with something or someone that doesn't spark your interest, right? Then Pentacles, okay? Don't start building something that doesn't have something for the long term, that isn't willing to make it work on a 3D level. Okay, that does matter too. The trust, the stability, the long haul. You wait for what, You wait until you know. Be a hermit until you know. Whale 41, record keeper. Here's the message, guys. So Whale came up reversed, okay? It is about the songs, the messages. Someone has like the original records. It reminds me of the Akashic records, of tapping into that song, right? But I'm going to read the contrary, because that's what this is about. And that's why we're ending on Star. That's why we're ending in the dark. That is why we're ending in the dark, guys. That's why the Sun is reversed. That's why we're still in Hermit, okay? Because this. If whale has breached itself in your cards today, the contrary medicine implies that you are not following your sonar or honing device. You are not following your sonar or your honing device. On some level, look at the star. Guys, this is what it's all about. This is why I started talking about this. Because I'm not going to be able to give you the answers, and I don't want to. I could, but then you're not learning. You're not learning what leads to tower moments. You have the answers, and it's based on what you desire. If you start building something that you do not fully want deep within your knowing and your being, if you deny what you really want, it's gonna come down. Stop denying what you really want, what you really love. Stop it. Follow the star. That's what this whole message is about. That's what this whole message is freaking about. Because we can't know. I'll keep pulling cards forever, but they all lead to the same fucking thing. It all comes down to this. It all comes down to this. If you want to level up, if you want to fucking level up already, first card, other than the tower. First motherfucking card, guys. If you want to level up, it requires going into the dark. It requires facing your fears. And if you keep coming here trying to get an answer about whether or not to do it or not, whether or not to take that risk or not, eventually, that's what makes it a risk. Okay? Do you want to level? I'm urging you guys to level up, not to keep you guys in the known. All right? Follow the star. On some level, you have forgotten that you hold all the answers you need to survive, to grow, to claim the power of your chosen destiny. To claim the power of your chosen destiny. You know by now. You know what your birthright is, people. You know. You know. You know. You've learned the art of letting go. You have mastered these things, okay? Now all you have to do is rise up to your destiny. Rise up to your potential. Every day is Judgment Day, okay? That's a toadism. It's the most important toadism. Big spins and little spins, all right? There are the big moments. There are the big moments, and then there are the little ones. But it comes down to every fucking day. Every fucking moment. What are we gonna do? Are you gonna rise up? Jeez. It may be that you are having to deal with a lot of chatter in your head and cannot get to your personal records. If so, you may need to use other sounds to enter the silence. The call of whale is the lullaby of the tides. Rock yourself gently and float into the world of the sea. Flow with the waters of time and collect your answers. They are the only truth that will lead to your personal pathway of knowing. Contrary whale is saying that you must desire to know. You must seek the whale song with. In hearing whales call, you will connect to the ancients on a cellular level, and then, as you relax into the flow of the song's rhythm, you will begin to open your unique library of records. It may not come all at once. It may take practice, but if you hold a desire to know close to your heart, it will be whale's gift to you. Look to the great star nation and send gentle gratitude to Sirius for the song. Turkey is gift giving, I believe. So someone could be getting a gift today. A surprise, perhaps. That's nice. And then hawk, of course, is the messenger. There's like signs, and there's signs everywhere. Okay, there's messages coming. Okay, I just got an extra message. There are messages coming to you in really subtle ways right now. Okay, hawk is about receiving the messages from spirit. Okay, in the ways that you know how. All right. I like to use tarot and astrology because it's an ancient language in which to communicate with the other side. It's really clear, but we get messages in all different ways, okay? And there could be something coming in on the water or through song, okay? So listen to the songs around you, all right? Listen to what's playing on the radio. This is what I call radiomancy, what pops up on your shuffle, okay? Listen to the messages around you. Pay attention to the birds. Pay attention to the animals that you see. Pay attention to the license plates, all right? Come ask me if you need help deciphering them. But also with the King and the Queen of Cups coming out, specifically for these divine counterparts, all right? They communicate psychically. They communicate telepathically, you know. It is kind of a thing with the divine counterparts that they do communicate like that. Record keeper, you know. It's the record keeper. So pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to the feelings. Pay attention to the messages. Don't think that you're crazy. All right? It's just like, trust yourself. Trust the messages that you're receiving because it's real. All right? Don't deny it. And is there anything else? I just feel like I don't want to end this reading. Probably because it's another fucking divine counterpart reading. Why does this always happen to me? This is a really weird energy today. It's like, you have to get one of these. One more. This is me tapping into you guys. I just, like, we keep asking for answers. We can't know the answers. We have to trust the messages that we already got. That's too many. Singer of the Chalice, 12. We just have to trust the messages that we already got, Toad. Is there any message from the fairies that needs to come? Arval Parrot. Arval Parrot. And the Singer of Transfiguration. Okay. This is going to be it. This is going to be it for today. There's that Singer of the Chalice. Maybe the Singer of Chalice too.